Yo, we live on location. I know we usually coming at y'all every Wednesday at 2 p.m., but this time we had to come with a special Christmas edition so we could preview them NBA games. Me and the Blackest one in the building as usual. How you
Yes,
feeling
sir.
today, Black, on all these
Man,
holidays?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Trying to wait to see what I get.
Hey, I'm not mad at you. Me as well. I know I ain't getting nothing. No, I ain't getting
You
nothing.
know that's right. It just feel like that.
Hey, yeah, man. But we got a special guest. We got a special present for our fans. We got a special guest, a friend of the program. He really family. You know what I'm saying? He like the cousin and the homeboy to just pull up, make sandwiches, go in your refrigerator. He real comfortable. He know where everything get. We
Don't
got
knock on
young
the door,
Maul,
just walk
man.
in the house.
Young Maul, Jamal Crawford in the building, baby.
Yes,
What's up with
sir.
you, young Maul?
Yes, sir. Back with family. Back with family. Where I'm comfortable. You already know. You already know.
Yes, sir, man. We always got to give love. Shout out to the fans. Appreciate y'all pulling up, subscribe, like, do all that. We here. I know today is Monday at noon, but we here every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Tap in, pull up, vibe with us. Now let's get to to the bust your ass segment of this week. D
Uh-oh.
Miles, who did you see in the last week? You said, okay, yeah, he
Yeah,
getting busy.
I had to go to St. Louis and then going on to
Oh,
Boston. My
Yeah.
boy JT, you know what I'm saying, did his thing.
woo,
A
woo.
40-point triple double with 43, 15, and 10. And did
Yeah.
you know this, Q? It's only one other guy in NBA history that had a triple double like this.
Who that is?
His name is James Harden. You know, he a
Oh,
Clipper, but shout out to JT against them Chicago Bulls, man. Did his thing. Man, it was a beautiful night for him. I think he hit like 9 threes that night, man. He
man,
was
man
on
was
one that
going
night.
crazy. Man, listen, I gotta go with young KD. You know what I'm saying? The OG in the building, letting
Yeah.
these people know he had 43 on Saturday against the Pistons, man. I'm talking about, listen, even he had a couple stints where he was in and out with injuries, but like, listen, when that man on the court, don't get it twisted. He's still easy money sniper. It's still
Yes,
27 a
sir.
game, 6.6 on 52 and 42 from three. Like the level of efficiency and the level of of just getting to it, it ain't going nowhere. When the boy out there, he liable. You see these numbers. 40 is any given Sunday, any given night for him. Ma, who
Mhm.
you see this past week that was cooking that you want to give a little love to?
I love both y'all's picks. I love both y'all's choices, but I'm gonna go with the big cat. He went back to Minnesota and put on a masterpiece
Yes,
Yes,
performance.
he did.
sir. Yes, sir.
It was crazy to see it. And I was actually there in person to see his return. And we both know all three of us know when we get traded, the emotions of managing all of that. The
Hmm.
people you got to see, the people in the arena, all the handshakes, all that energy. And he still came out and put on the show. That's a masterpiece I ain't going to never forget. So I'm going to go with the big cat getting 30, 20, and a whole bunch of other stats he was just putting on the show. And I
Yeah.
saw it in person.
And
So,
as you said, the fact that it was back where they just traded you from,
yeah,
like in
yeah,
Minnesota, and you got to
yeah.
do it in they building against the dude they trade. Well, I mean, it wasn't like head up against Drew, but like he on that squad, he part of that,
It
and
was,
he was trying to
it
go
was,
crazy on the Knicks the same way. So
yeah,
for you to
yeah.
get the W and you show out like that, oh man, that's all. I had a dope tribute video beforehand and all that. My man came out and laid it down.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's y'all best Christmas Day game memory? Did you get to play in any Christmas Day games?
Yeah, I played in one, I think.
Okay, what's your best Christmas Day game memory?
Uh, just having to do it on Christmas. That's
Just
the
being in
only
the game,
yeah.
huh?
Just having to get up and just go and play on Christmas. You can't really get that big play early. You got to kind of wait till after the the night is over with to kind of get that big plate up in you. But yeah, that's probably the biggest memory. I couldn't eat right away. I had to, just grab a few little pieces and then go and play in the game.
What about you, Ma? You done had you a few now. We know you done been on that stage a few times.
Hey, the one I watched, I would say Golden State and Cleveland. That was
Yeah,
a crazy.
yeah, that was
But the
crazy.
one I played in, I got to give y'all a little backstory. So the night before, I'm like, I'm playing on Christmas tomorrow, shake and bake, and I put the question mark. Wilson Chandler, who I'm playing against, he's with Denver at the time, is going to
Okay.
respond in the comments, say, "Oh, that's what you on tomorrow." I'm like, damn, I forgot Wilson was on Denver. But then,
The youngin.
so I knew going into the game I was going to do the shake and bake, and my OG, wasn't personal, but I hit Dre Miller with that shake and
I
bake.
was just about to say, was it
You know,
Dre Miller?
yeah, hit it and laid it up the next day. So I predicted it. I called it out. Wilson Chandler called me out for it, but I stood on business. My Q voice, I stood on business. I did what I had to
Hey,
do.
right on. I'm gonna go with my memory is I'm with the Heat. We come back to the Garden. We play in the Garden against the Knicks on Christmas Day, and then
Ooh,
that was the year that D Wade was signed on to Jordan Brand, and we
yeah,
got to where they had did the whole. I guess it was however many years, 20 or what, however many years it was since the anniversary when MJ wore the retro, the '85, the original Jordans.
yeah,
They
Jordan.
remade them, and we wore them on that in that game. And
Ooh,
obviously that was the game, you know what I'm saying, where I went from Knicks to Miami where I transferred my bike, got me a little dunk and one in the game, had some good numbers, but that was like one of my only Christmas Day games. So it was just the whole little package was dope. You know what I'm saying? Just to be out there, just to get it in on Christmas Day, it was super dope.
and Q, don't say no little dunk. No dunk you ever did was little. It was big boy dunks. I did the little dunk, and y'all did the big boy dunk.
Come on, man. I ain't never get to throw it off the board to myself in the game.
Yeah, I
You
just
No,
made it
that's
look
right.
good. I wasn't
Yeah, you
jumping
can say
high
you
though. I
really
wasn't jumping.
did that. You feel me?
He
Man,
did that on all levels too.
exactly. And an IT and at the Rucky and all that, So
Yeah.
let's get to these Christmas Day games though, man. We got the first joint coming up at the Garden. You got
Oof.
Wemby, the alien, at the Garden. Please tell me your thoughts and opinions on this. The one thing I like about young fellas, he has a certain awareness for certain moments and things like that. So I'm looking for him to do something special. What y'all think?
Yeah, I'm going for the Spurs that night. I think Wemby in the Garden. I think he do step
You
up
got the
for.
Spurs winning?
Yeah, I got Spurs winning that
He
game.
jumped all the way out there. Okay,
Yeah, okay, Black. Go ahead,
Yeah, I got
finish your thought.
Spurs. I got Spurs winning that game, man. Wemby step up in the moments, man. When the lights get a little brighter, it seems like he show out. And so nothing against the Knicks, but I just got the Spurs that game. I'm picking
Wow.
teams. I don't got time to just be giving. I'm picking the team I'm going with
Okay,
all day on Christmas.
yeah.
okay. What you thinking, Mom?
I think the Knicks win. I think, but Wemby, I think leads the game in oohs and ahs. Like D Miles was saying, not only his talent, not his otherworldly awareness, but he understands the moment. He understands he's
Yeah.
coming to the Garden. He understands the history, and
Yes.
he's going to do something, a few times a game to just leave you speechless. So I think he's on that time. I think he's going to put on a show, and he's going to be special. We know that, but I think the Knicks come out with the win.
I agree with you, Michael Uriosty. Wemby versus Cat gonna be a good matchup, but I gotta
Definitely.
go
Yeah.
with Marl on this one, man. I think while
Yeah,
I
decide,
agree,
decide,
we
Q,
all
man.
think that Wemby is gonna do his thing and gonna put on a show. But like Joe Montarde says, Knicks gonna smack the Spurs up, D Miles. The Knicks hooping this year, bro. They hooping. And I'm
Like
not negating I'm not taking nothing away from Wemby's greatness, but their record has been what it has been. They've been okay, not like they out there stunned like that. And I feel like the energy that the Knicks bringing right now, they're a better team than the Spurs, and they're gonna prove it on that day.
we will see.
We gonna see. We always get to bring up receipts. That's the good thing about recording things and being
First
up here
game
running
is
our mouths.
Yeah,
You
we
know
can
what I'm saying?
always go back and see, right? We can
We
always
check
go
the
back.
tape. Check the tape. Game 2. I like this one, y'all. Timberwolves at the Mavs. All I'm looking for is the Kyrie show. Like, listen, you know that kid there. So if don't nobody have awareness about a moment and know how to take a moment and own it and make it their own, obviously Luka, yeah, we know, but I'm just saying it ain't the same fashion that Kyrie do it. What y'all see in this game?
We want to go first, Ma?
Oh no, it's all you.
Oh, well, I'm going with the Mavs. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Timberwolves
saying?
got
Going
it.
with the Mavs. I think the Mavs is going to win that game. Like you, I'm excited to see Kyrie because
Hey,
when them lights get brighter, he definitely shows out and give you a little something. But yeah, I'm with the Mavs on that. I think the Timberwolves are still figuring themselves
hey,
out.
I agree with Anthony out there on social media. He just said Jay Crawford, the best 6-man ever, just showing, the homie a little flowers, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it.
Go ahead, complete your thoughts though, Mom. I was just throwing that out there. We getting a little social media love out there while they putting my dog up.
Well, you know what? My head says the Mavs, my heart said the T Wolves, and this is why. Because they've had a
Oh,
couple tough losses, Anthony Edwards is being more vocal right now, so you know he's coming with a whole different energy on Christmas. He hasn't had that momentum like he did to end last season. I'm not saying it's his fault. There's moving parts, there's changing pieces.
Yeah.
The team is just above 500 right now. So I think for Christmas, we know Kai's going to put on the show, Luka's going to put on the show, but I think this could be a game where Ant just goes crazy, just goes supernova and goes off. So I think the T-Wolves, and it's in Minnesota, I think the T-Wolves can come out and win this one.
Joe Montar says Kyrie always goes crazy on Christmas.
Yes,
I agree, but that's why I'm saying, like, right now with the stretch that the Timberwolves are having, and I'm speaking straight to what Anthony Edwards is saying. He's seeing what's going on and he don't like it. So it's like he's seeing he not seeing good vibes, and I think I don't know if they had to make another move or they had to do something, but right now the vibe and the energy, it seemed like it's off. I don't know where to point the finger at and why that reason is, but like when you listen to the superstar that Ant Edwards is and how outspoken he is, he says something that shows something is wrong at least 4 or 5 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like post game or after practice or whatever, he said things that might make you as a former player, we all know, like, wait a minute, he's showing a red flag right here. Something ain't right. The vibe is off. Like, you know what I'm saying? He not pointing no fingers at nobody, but he's definitely letting it be known that, like, yo, shit ain't cool like it is. Like, he didn't say we got no identity, we got this. He didn't say some real, like, strong statements a few different times. So that's why I'm looking like, nah, I feel like the Knicks have won this trade. I feel like Minnesota taking a step way back from their word next year. And I feel like, obviously, you see what Cat doing. He doing things that only Pat Ewing did in his first however many games with the Knicks. So, like, he's on a historical track while these guys over here have taken a step back, and you got the superstar out there wondering what the hell is going on and making statements of, like, confusion.
Hey, Q, what Kanye say? And Edwards out there talking like it's just you and me. Like, he
That's when you know, though, like, we all know when they out there and he's saying it as frequent as he said it, like, it's to the tipping point to where, like, I ain't sugarcoating anymore. I'm like, what the hell going on? He mad at the refs. Like, you ain't seen Ant really like this. Like, he about to get fined for what he said about the refs. Like, we all know that's just part of it. But, like, he got it. You got it, Juvie. So it's nothing. Like, but we know that this is a situation that he knew what that was before he said it, but he wanted to voice his frustration anyway. So that, to me, lets me know that things are not right. And you got guys like Mike Conley and Gobert. You got good guys there. So it's like, if they having some confusion, I gotta take a step back and look at it. You look at the record and everything that's going on is lining up like things ain't right. So I'm gonna go with the Mavs on that night, and we gonna see how the chips fall.
Yeah, and I'm happy he's saying it now instead of letting it after All-Star break when they get deep in the season. Like, he calling that shit out right now. Yeah, he calling out right now. But that tell you his passion and how much he want to win and how much he's taking this serious, this leadership serious, and I respect that out of him.
For sure. And he just went to the Western Finals, number one. Then he coming off USA. So he done seen how this was move as well. Like, nah, this ain't right. We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Straight up. Salute Ant Edwards for calling that out. Let's go to that third game, man. The Sixers and the Celtics. I think all of us gonna agree on this one.
You know that, don't you?
I got the Celtics. I got the Celtics all day, every day, and twice on this day. But same thing, man. Is, you know, the Philly hasn't had the full complement. They haven't. It sounds like McCain is gonna be out for the season, which is crazy because he had a chance at Rookie of the Year. He was having a dope year.
Yeah.
But we'll see if Paul George and Embiid are available. I mean, Maxey has been available as of late, but I mean, even if they are, I don't feel like those guys are at their full health. And I mean, right now the Boston Celtics are looking like they going on. They the mission man. They going right back to back. They trying to. That's their mission, and nothing else is really important to them. So I gotta go with the Celtics, man.
Yeah, I agree with you, Q. I'm definitely going with the Celtics on this game. I feel like 76ers just haven't figured it out yet. It's a lot that needs to be going on, and it might just be this whole year. I hope it's not, because that's a team that I was excited to see what they can actually do. But hopefully they get healthy. But I think the Celtics right now is dominating in a sense.
Yeah, I'm taking the Celtics too. This is, you said 2 times. I'm going 3 times. It's 3 times crazy. This is
This
crazy.
the first clean sweep right here. We all
This
agree
is the
right
first
here.
one. This is the first sweep. This is the first sweep we done had. I'm going to Celtics too.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Let's move right ahead along. Lakers at Warriors. Ma, you go ahead and go first with this. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you the first stab at this one. I think
I'm
we all
going.
might be the same on this one too, though. But go ahead.
I'm going with the Warriors on this one. They had the
Okay.
crib.
Okay.
They Steph, he had that game, but like the greats always bounce back. They don't let it linger. They don't let it go from one game to 2 bad games, 3 bad. Like you already knew what time he was on. And it's a Christmas Day game, and Steph turns down no phase. I turn my kids up coaching. Y'all see the baby face and killer, bro. Like Steph is trying to turn out the lights, and that's what he's gonna try to do on Christmas Day. He knows the world is watching, and he's the ultimate performer, ultimate showman, and he got his wingman Draymond right there with him. I'm going with the Warriors.
Black.
I'm gonna go with them Lakers, man. I think the
Lord.
Lakers
He
just
messed
is
up
a.
the sweep. He messed up the sweep, Q.
I think the Lakers is just a bad matchup for the Warriors. AD, LeBron. I just think that the Warriors don't want to really run into them Lakers. I think that's one of the matchups that just don't fit right for them.
Well, I'm in agreement with Young Marl on this one, and
Oh
I
man.
point to no other than the fact that he said y'all see that baby fat. I've been smart, Black. You know I've been saying this for a minute. Wow, we all three can agree that like Steph is probably one of the most when it comes to like people. He's one of the best people, like humble, God fearing, giving, charitable, all of those things. He's all of these things. But do not let the baby face kill you. He is an asshole on that court. And he is out here for blood. He is out here to embarrass you, to bury you, to send you night, all of those things. He got all of the isms for it. He is not no nice guy on that court. I don't care what nobody say. He is a light-skinned killer when he get on that court. He is the direct opposite of who he truly is in life. He's one of the greatest people. I've talked to his teammates, D. Wright, who's good friend, one of the best people, all of that, charitable, do everything. And when he get on that court, he wants to embarrass you, he wants to destroy you, and he wants to beat you. And I feel like the way they play, him and Draymond, I feel like they got the better team, and they gonna win that game on Christmas Day. Like you said, like Ma, he always knows the moment. He always rises to the occasion, and he's looking forward to on Christmas Day putting on a show and putting like he's one of them guys like him and Kyrie, they seize those moments. They want to make those moments theirs. They want this to be a signature moment. This is the biggest stage. Everybody's sitting at home watching me. It's certain guys that seek those moments, and certain guys that just be in them. Like these guys seek those moments to make it their own. So I'm looking forward to seeing Steph make that moment his own and show out on Christmas Day. That's my pick, Black. I'm agreeing with
yeah, you
Young
pick
Mark
right. You pick right. We're gonna rewind the tape later on Black.
Yeah.
You was supposed to be a sweep with us, but that's all right. That's all right. David Ruffin do what David Ruffin do. We gonna go now. Last game, Nuggets at Suns, man. Who y'all got? This is interesting right here, because you know, it's been a little tipsy topsy for both of these teams. Who we going with? Ma, you kick it off.
I'm gonna go with the Nuggets in this one, and it's nothing against KD's brilliance, but if Book is still out, I'm not sure KD and Brad are enough right now. The Nuggets had a tough one against New Orleans. They ended up winning the game. I'm loving seeing Russ off the bench. He got a whole different energy. My guy DeAndre Jordan, they got a nice 2-man game off the bench. The lob is there. I'm gonna go with the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon is back for them. Jamal Murray hit a big shot late against the Pelicans last game. He's found in the tape. So I'm going with the Nuggets on this one.
Black.
Well, again, I'm gonna go with them.
He said, "Well, again,
them Suns." You know what I'm saying?
I figured it out. Black is just too loyal. Because with the Lakers, it was LeBron. That's his guy. With the Suns, it's Brad. The Celtics. I see what it is with Black. I see exactly what it is.
You see the trend?
I'm going with them Suns, man. I think the Suns. With Brad and KD, hopefully Book will be back.
Brad, KD, I knew what time it was. St. Louis in the house.
I think they're gonna pull that one off. I think the Nuggets just still really haven't found their identity like how they is. I feel like they still working some things out. I feel like the Suns worked it out, but they just got to stay healthy. So I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with them Suns, man. I like what they doing over there when KD is healthy and playing.
Uh-oh, he's thinking.
I'm thinking right now because I'm torn in between the two right now. But I like you said, if D Book isn't there, I'm going Nuggets. If D Book plays, I'm going Phoenix. But if D
Yeah,
Book is not there, I'm going Nuggets because I feel like with the way that Joker has been playing these triple doubles and the way he's doing whatever needs to be done, and then them adding, them getting AG back. AG to me is their X factor. When he's there, they're a whole different team. He do so many things for them and fills so many gaps. So like when he's there, it's a different story than if he's out and they just got MPJ and the rest of them. When he's there, he's the type of equalizer for me. So like with them having AG back, like you said, Murray looking more back to form, getting back to who he really is, hitting, the clutch shots and big shots down the stretch. And then, like you say, Russ and DeAndre's chemistry, I like what they got. If I like them to win on Christmas if there's no D Book. Because for me, I feel like they need another weapon out there in
for
that
sure.
rotation with Phoenix to be able to really go to combat with a team like Denver when they're at their full strength. So I'm gonna go Denver on Christmas Day for that reason, knowing that the Suns at full strength, full health, they're gonna be something to be reckoned with.
Every time all on the show, man, you be acting funny.
We got Twitter activity. Anthony says he got a Lakers screen logo too as his little icon. He said if the Suns stay healthy and get Jimmy Butler for Beal, they could beat Boston. Now we wasn't even talking trade talk. You just threw something on our plate
Hey,
before we get young Maul out of here. Maul, you got a few minutes before you get out of here. You want to comment on that? What would that be like with if the Suns got Jimmy Butler in exchange for Brad Beal? Because there were rumors like
right.
I forget how many years ago that Miami had an affinity for Brad Beal, and I think he wanted to be there too at some point. But could you see Jimmy for Brad Beal working and in Miami being better for it because it's supposed to be friction there with them and Butler? He's supposed to be room with the opt out next year, all of this and that, and then Jimmy getting the Phoenix. What would that do for them?
Yeah, I would love to see Jimmy with Brad in that crew if it was possible to get there. But if not, if it has to be Brad going, I understand it. Jimmy in the playoffs, especially a second half and stretch, that would be crazy. And as much points as Jimmy's averaged over his career, Brad's more of a natural scorer. So he's used to having
Right.
naturally being a scorer. Jimmy may actually fit a little better with Book and with KD, where Brad on the other end, Miami's been missing that go-to like score. He gets back to being how he was as well,
Pure score.
a
Pure
pure
score.
scorer. Yeah, I like the trade for both teams, to be honest with you. But Jimmy, engaged, motivated Jimmy is a different type player, especially come to playoff time.
Yes, it
He
is.
ends up being like a top 4, top 5 dude in the playoffs when he's ready and rolling. So I like
Yeah.
that for both teams.
What do you think, Black?
Yeah, I have to agree with Ma. I think it'll even itself out. I think Bradley would be good for Miami, and I think Jimmy would be good for the Suns. Uh, I don't. That's one of the few trades that I feel is just like a even good trade, and I think it really will help out both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with y'all. You never know what's gonna happen, but these is, things that's out there in the atmosphere, and some that look like, money wise and otherwise, it could match up. And like you said, I agree. I think it helps both teams in both situations and the individuals. I mean, if it's really beef or if it's really friction like that, I don't think it's never been, said that to be that in Phoenix. But I'm talking about as far as Jimmy and the Heat. He goes to a situation where he's in a contending type situation. He gets to compete for a championship. And Brad coming back, like, you know what I'm saying? He gets to be in an organization where, I don't give a damn what the Heat got going on. They always are a championship opportunity because, if Pat Riley got any chance, he going to swing for the fences every time. Whether we think it's happening, we know it's happening, or it could happen. He's always plotting to make the big play to compete for a big title. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. But hey man, we gonna let Maul out of here. Maul got things to do today, man. He showed up for the homeboys pre-Christmas.
Always, always.
Man,
You know, he.
appreciate you, bro.
I seen you doing your Maul Santa Claus, Maul of
Yeah.
Claus, giving back to the kids. He giving back to us, having coming on and hang with us, man. We appreciate you, Maul. Keep doing what you do. We know you got to go do a big MSG game and be big time with Mike Green. So we appreciate you giving back to the little folks for a few
Stop saying
minutes.
little folks. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. So let's stop that here. You already know what it is. We already know.
Hey,
Appreciate y'all.
hey, man, all love, man. You
Happy
already know.
holidays, bro,
I'm be
man.
checking you out on MSG with the legend. Tell my guy Mike Green I said what's happening, man. You know, it
Sir.
was good
Yes, sir.
times on the plane getting to kick it with the legend like that. We ain't even know he was as big time as he
Man,
was.
we ain't even know, Q. We were just showing him respect and love. We had no idea he was like this.
The man, the myth, Mike Green, baby. Appreciate you, mom.
Appreciate
Appreciate you,
y'all.
bro.
All right.
All right, man. We always gotta show love to our kinfolk. That's Cutting Pete. You know, he come through the barbecue and get right into it, man. That's what Maul do, man. We got family and friends of the program like that right up in here. We gonna keep it rolling on Maul. Let's get to these, end of the year type talk. Biggest disappointments of 2024 so far. We're gonna start off with the Pacers. I thought the Pacers was on their way up, man. They got the young boys, the young squad, Halliburton, Mathurin, all of the pieces they got. Big Miles Turner is a big piece in the middle. Three and D stretch big. Like what you think? What you think going on with them over there with the Pacers, bro?
Uh, um, I feel like they still got a chance. My biggest disappointment is the 76ers. Like
Oh,
they're the biggest disappointment. Like they're not even top 10 in the East, as you can see. I feel like they need to figure something out. I think the Pacers still got a chance to be some AC. That's not too bad.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're only a couple of games back from the fourth or fifth seed. So we'll see.
Well, in my opinion, the absolute biggest disappointment, period, overall, is New Orleans. Like looking at them going into the season with DeJounte Murray, CJ, Zion, Ingram, everybody they got. Now, obviously, we know that injury has played a big part of it, but like for them to
Yeah.
be 5-25, and you hearing the rumors circulating talking about it's a fire sale, anybody could go, and all of these different things. Like to me, that I did not foresee that. I thought they will be ascending this year in the way that like with how Memphis has come back from their injuries they had. I didn't expect them to come into the season and get more injuries and to lose more key players and to be 5-25 and looking like they about to hit the reset button on the whole situation. So for me, that's the biggest disappointment for the league going so far because that's crazy to me. I didn't foresee that for them.
Yeah, them two teams, 76ers and the
Yeah,
Pelicans, definitely are my vote for, you know,
I'm with you
what
there.
they're going through and so forth. I agree with that.
Who you been most impressed by so far this year, though? On the flip side,
My most
disappointments.
impressed,
Who you
like
been most
I think I've
impressed
been
with?
saying this every tap in, them Houston Rockets and
Mm-hmm.
Ime Udoka, what he done with them young fellas, man. I'm
Got
just
back today,
impressed
bro.
with
They
them.
looking good.
They play hard. They're not just a pushover, easy win. You got to come in there and get you a win to play
Yeah.
against them. So I think the Rockets are my biggest.
I'm gonna go. I agree with the Rockets, but I'm gonna have to say the Cavs, man. Like I
Mm.
didn't expect, and the Cavs, and I'm gonna throw. I mean, obviously the Cavs are number one in the East, and they doing what they do. So definitely them, but also the Pistons, bro. The
Mm.
Pistons just flipped it around after having like an all time terrible record. Pistons at 12-17 and already tripled they wins from last year. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then obviously my Magic are on the downslide right now. We just lost Mo Wagner to injury while Paolo and Franz is out. But like even still, at 18-12, even still, that game that we lost Mo Wagner. Shout out Cole Anthony, bro.
Shout out
Big
Cole Anthony,
time
man.
35, bro. Hadn't been, having the minutes and getting the option to play and the opportunity and everything and having an up and down year. Clearly, he's struggling the type of competitor he is, the type of hooper he is. He don't like to not be able to play, but he's fully vested in the team. He's handled everything the right way like an adult. And to see him have that game and, he got a little emotional at the game, but we know how it is, bro. Like when you really care about this shit, everybody don't care the same. So like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? To see him get emotional like that after having a game like that, it reminds you, bro, that this means something to these guys. And like, I was super hyped for him, super geek for him to have the type of game he had for it to have the type of impact it had on the team. And we won that game, bro. We won that game with no Paolo, with no Franz. Mo went down. Wendell got ejected. we was playing with whoever was just out there, and like that was a character type game for our team. Like Coach Mose, salute to him because no matter who's available, they always ready to go. He always coach them up. They always respond, and we get a hard effort. Like that's the one thing I know that I can depend on when I watch the Magic play. So man, those are teams that I'm most impressed by thus far.
Yeah, shout out to Cole, man. I was happy. I was real happy for him, man. And I love to see the emotions, man. I
Straight
love
up.
to see the emotion because that shows that you care, and he's a good guy, man. I was happy for him to see he got a
His
chance to
fam
do
was
his
there.
thing.
It was dope.
Yeah,
All of that was dope. Full so like his fam was there for them to get their embrace after the game and really see it. And you know, your fam know what's going on. They feel you. So salute
yeah,
Cole Anthony, man. That was super dope.
straight
Yo,
up.
y'all get your Twitter fingers active anytime you get ready. We still putting your questions up on the Summer Jam screen. But let's get move on to the rookie of the year favorites, Black. Like who you got right now?
Mine is Castle. I like what
Hey,
Castle doing. He a solid player. And I'm happy for this guy, man. Like to go to UConn and do what he did, win a national championship, then enter his name in the draft and get up there and shows that he's on the level, playing with Wemby, playing with CP. He got a lot of knowledge over there coming from CP. Man, I feel like he's gonna be a solid player. I've been watching him. He's gonna be good.
man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the young fella, another guy we had on the little tap in joints pre-draft before he even knew where he was going. We
Yes,
had him and we
sir.
sat down and talked to him. We told you before you get big time, don't forget about us. So you know it looked like you on your thing, you on your way, about to be
Yeah,
possible rookie of the year. But like, nah, I'm with you, Black. Been loving his game, boy. Big time combo guard, like 6'5", like he's unique. He's got a chance to have like, I mean, obviously he doesn't have the offensive package that an SGA, but like body type and stuff like that, and his ability to play one or two, he could kind of have some of that SGA ability to go with it. You know, he getting the same early toolage with CP3 like SGA did in LA before he got shipped off to OKC. So I mean, I really like this boy. I like that he play on both sides of the floor too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a big time competitor on defense. And I think he in a great situation, like you say, growing with Wemby and those young guys and getting to learn under CP and Popovich. He got a bright future ahead of him.
yeah,
And Zach Edey, Eves Misi, Dalton Connect, all them boys in play too. But I think right now Stephen Castle is kind of head and shoulders ahead of them guys right now.
yeah,
Man, other storylines like I just talked about, bro. The Magic lost Mo Wagner to the torn ACL, out for the
yeah,
year. Huge loss for the Magic, man. When you talking about a heart and soul type guy, guy that come in, fan favorite, anything he does gets everybody charged up, always making, you know what I'm saying, plays to energize the team. That is a huge blow, especially to know that he's gone for the season. I mean, to say it's a bigger blow than Franz and Paolo simply because it's for the season. You know, those guys were just out for a period of time and will be out just for a period of time. But to lose Mo for the whole season is huge, man.
yeah. I was sad to see that, but I'm excited for Jonathan Isaac, man. Hopefully, Jonathan Isaac can come in and next man always got to step up when you come through this. This is part of the game. But Jonathan Isaac get an opportunity to get him some more minutes and do his thing.
Hey, word up. The other storyline is Alex
Bring that truck
Caruso.
back now. Bring
Make
that
the
Brinks
money,
truck
make
back.
the
You
money
know what I'm saying?
sound, make the cash register sound, whatever you want to do. You got your boy Alex Caruso, 4 year, $81 million extension
Yes,
with the
sir.
Thunder. Perfect fit for the team, perfect fit for the culture. He got that bag, bro. Like the thing that stands out to me about this, I'm just being honest. Coming from our era, $81 million was a max, was
Yeah, it
close
was
to a
6 year,
max
6 year deal.
for 6, 7 years. My
Yeah,
boy got that for 4 years.
yeah,
Salute to you, new NBA. This is middle ground. This is middle to low ground. This is not the high end, ladies and gentlemen. Like this is a beautiful, wonderful thing we witnessing right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy for Caruso though, man, because
yeah, he deserves it.
he's the type of guy that just keep his head down and just work hard, play on both ends of the floor. Uh, OKC definitely must appreciate what he brought to the table right away because they extended him early. I think it's dope for him, man. He's a solid player, man. I think a lot of teams and players would love to play with him.
True glue
Yeah,
guy. Like for real, man. Teams can't win without those type of guys, and
yeah,
he's showing his value in his contract he's receiving.
yeah.
All right, man. Let's move on ahead to these fan questions. We got a few minutes for some fan questions. Let's hit to Joel Montarde. Merry Christmas, Q and D Miles. Who will win a 7 game series between the 04-05 Phoenix Suns team and the 2014-15 Golden State Warriors championship team in today's
Mm,
style of play? Who was on the 14 and 15? If they had KD,
yeah.
they gonna win. They gonna win. Oh, no KD on that team. Nah, we beating that team. We beating the team without KD. They beat us when they get KD.
Uh,
Cause Draymond ain't got he can't do nothing with that. You cancel Christmas on that.
yeah, but I think the team with KD that'll be a good matchup.
I think it'll be a good matchup, but
That'll
I'm
be a
saying
good
like
matchup.
KD tips the scales. We beat the team without KD. I think when they get KD, being honest, that tips the scales. We don't see them without KD. Come
Mm.
on, dog. We don't see them. We match up everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere. Like cause like Steve ain't gonna guard Steph, and Steph ain't gonna guard Steve. You know, see what I'm saying? Like, but when you get to the other matchups, what you gonna do?
Yeah, but Steph and them can do that, but Golden State might can't do that against y'all because you can't put Steph on Joe Johnson. Can't put Steph on you. You
Exactly.
can't you
This
can't.
is what I'm saying. Without KD, when they get KD, that's what makes them that's what gives them the win. He tips the scale. Without KD, it ain't nothing they can do with us. That's what I'm telling you. Stat gonna do whatever with Draymond or whoever, Kun Looney or nah, that's nothing. And then Sean Tricks gonna guard whoever, you know what I'm saying? And me, Joe, and Tricks was guarding, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we had real defense right there, like, but it was nobody that could do nothing with Steve and nobody that could do nothing with Trick. I mean with Stat. Stat was way too much. Way too much. We got clone me 12. My question is for both of y'all. Who is y'all favorite duo and why?
In the league now or all time?
I think we'll go league now.
League now, okay. Uh, my favorite duo in the league now is Luca and Kyrie.
Yeah,
I
that's
I like they duo. I like how they work together.
I'm gonna go there, but I'm gonna also say right now in this moment to this point of the season, you got to look at what Jalen Brunson and Cat been doing.
Yeah,
They didn't win.
definitely,
They didn't win crazy too. So I'm a
definitely.
and you got to give love to Spider Mitchell and Garland.
Yeah,
They've been balling too, but like,
yeah,
yeah, I think Jalen and Cat Anthony Towns, they've been super hooping.
yeah,
Okay, Anthony, my question is, would you guys have rather played in this era? Take away, nah. If it ain't for the money aspect, no, I wouldn't have
yeah.
rather
That's the
played in
only
this
only
era. The
thing
only,
I just
the
want
only,
to play because the money is up on this
yeah,
era. But
but
I
I
love the
feel
era
like,
I played in.
yeah, I feel like the era that we played in was the perfect blend. It was still rugged. It still had its physicality, even though it wasn't as physical as the '90s and '80s like that. But it still had its. We were still with the shits, and you know what I'm saying. Like it was, you still had the. It was real. It was real in the field still. This league, because of the advances of everything, is not the same. Like I'm still a fan. I'm not one of the old heads on the porch saying get off my lawn. I'm a fan of all of it. But if you asking me my preference, I would prefer my era over this era. The only difference to me is like obviously The money being made in this era, I'm taking that any day of the week. Oh my Lord. Me being, hey, listen, never an all-star, never nothing. Just who I'll be seeing close to 200 million black. Woo, woo. Listen, that's a landslide answer right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on though. Next caller. We have Brookside Bird. Y'all are both pioneers in this modern media space slash no question. Just want to give flowers. Oh, well, appreciate that. We thank you. Says Real Marvin Payne. Why is there no MVP talk for Giannis? Yet Joker is at the top of the talk.
Well, I said it last week. If you
I
catch
was
us
about to
last
say
Wednesday,
Black is
that
one.
Giannis was my
He
MVP.
donned the Greek freak is
Yeah,
his MVP pick right
yeah,
now.
yeah. So I said it last week. You just gotta tap in with us, man. Every Wednesday, except for this Wednesday.
Okay, yeah, I'm with that too. I think it depends on where you look. Maybe not in the big national media. It's not a lot of people, championing that, but clearly he leading the league in scoring and he's being as dominant as ever and he's having a career year. I know he's gonna show up in those conversations and in the actual tallies at the end of the year. So he's gonna get some votes for sure. Uh it's the tone bone. Okay.
The
It's the
tone
tone
bone.
bone. He said, did y'all expect to make such a cultural impact? Well, yeah, such a cultural impact the way y'all have. No. No, we did not. We did not know. It was no social media. It was no any of this stuff. We had no clue that people was doing the knucklehead far and wide, different countries and stuff like that. We and then fast forwarded to this point, we definitely didn't know. I don't think that's one of the things that you could really foresee and you could say this is what's happening or we trying to do this. It wasn't something that we genuinely was attempting to create. Like we were just showing love to Trev and his Westchester teammates and literally having fun with it. And it was something that kind of took off and turned into its own thing. So I mean, we thankful and feel blessed and grateful about it, but definitely didn't think and know we were doing it.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. Even with this podcast, we didn't know how
Yeah.
it was moving the culture to having other players, speaking their voice and putting their voice out there and doing their thing in this space. So with both of them, we didn't know.
Sean, clone me 12. Do you guys think it's time for the Pelicans to trade Zion? If so, to what team and for what player? Black, you want to go first?
Yeah, I think it's time for them to let Zion go. I was saying this a year or so ago, and people was looking at me all crazy. It was like, "Oh, you tripping?" But I think he needs a new start, and I think the organization needs a new start. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but the team that I would like to see him at is the New York Knicks. I can't believe I just said that. But I think him with the Knicks, with Cat, what they got going on, would be some hot fire.
Hey, listen, I don't. I to me, it's hard to say that. Hey, it's time for him to go. But I mean, I would say if he was to go, I would prefer to see him somewhere like Miami, where I know, like if he goes. So for instance, so if he goes to Miami, for me, that's gonna be the test. It'll tell me like, is he if you can't get right and stay in, what I'm saying, in prime shape and all of that stuff that is said to be, troubling him, if you can't do it there, then you can't get it. To me, that's the maximum, what I'm saying, type situation where it's a structure, it's a culture, it's a foundation in place that like nobody can't buck this system. Like LeBron, nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the standard. It is what it is. It don't matter what your name is. Shaq, D Wade, LeBron, Zoe, all of these people. had to live under this standard. So if Zion goes there, I feel like he has to fall under the same pack. So if he was to be moved and had to go somewhere, I think that would be his maximum chance to be in a position where he could, become the best version of himself and be able to be fully available as much as he could and all of those things. Because I played in it, the heat culture, the strictness, everything, the weight and body fat. There's no ways to curve that. That's every week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on along. Let's get to the stat of the day, Black. Stat of the day, we got what team has played the most games on Christmas Day?
Lakers. Lakers.
I'm gonna say you saying the Lakers. It's got to be the Lakers, Celtics, or Knicks, bro. It's one of those three teams.
Yeah.
The New York Knicks. I knew it.
Mm.
Listen, that's the flag. That's the flagship, bro. The Knicks. It's got
Mm.
to be a Christmas Day game at the Garden, or with the Knicks almost every year. Almost every year, and it's usually at the Garden because it's the Garden.
Mm-hmm.
So who you wanna give your shout out of the day to, Black?
Man, I'm so proud of this guy. Just don't have nothing to do with basketball, but man, shout out Michael Vick, man, getting the opportunity to be a head coach at Norfolk State, HBCU. Man, I think that's just a dope situation for him. I think he's gonna really help them kids out. It shows how a guy go through something in life and persevere through it and get back on track to get the opportunity to get something like that. I think it's dope. I think it's dope for the school to believe in him that he can do it.
Straight up. Shout out Mike Vick. My shout out go to Cole Anthony, man. Like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Up and down season, hadn't played a lot, hadn't had a lot of opportunity, but got a chance the other night in a big time situation. We down a lot of players for the Magic, and young fella stepped up, showed that he stayed ready and ain't had to get ready. Came out with a big 35 points for the team, huge shots down the stretch, timely shots, big plays, big moments, and had the crowd on fire, had the team on fire, and it led us to a victory, man. Got a little emotional, but like I said, I love the emotion he showed. Showed that he really cares and that he really vested in this game and he want to be what he want to be, and it matters to him. To me, that means something. And yeah, salute to Cole Anthony, man. Went out there and got it done, put it on the line, and salute.
Oh, and I got one more shout out, man.
Hey, multiple.
Yeah. Shout out to the NBA G League showcase this past weekend, man. They had a lot of talent out there. A lot of people showed up, man. How it looked in there, it looked like the bubble. It was real, just like nice and
A lot of people showed
crazy.
up. You showed up though, right? You
Yeah,
was in there with
yeah.
your
It was
media credentials and
yeah,
all.
with my
We
media
media
credentials.
and
I
everything. We
felt
credentialed
good.
everybody. He was up
But
there with, you know what
shout
I
out to
mean?
the NBA and shout out to everybody who participated in the G League. Whole lot of talent out there.
And, and
Shout
shout
out
out to
to
the NBA
the
G
whole
League.
festivities of it, man. I'm talking about, man. They selling apparel. It was dope. It was dope to be around. It was dope to see. And shout out to the NBA for putting that together. I think that's dope. I look forward to seeing that again next year if they had that in Orlando.
Yes, sir. It's been in Orlando last couple years. So, City Beautiful hosting a lot of beautiful things, man, getting it popping. Right now, man, that's going to be it. We're going to wrap it up. Until then, y'all enjoy the holiday break. We going to take a little holiday break. We won't be back with the tap-ins or the regular episodes until after the new year. But don't worry, we definitely cooking up. We got some new, exciting things in store for y'all. And after the new year, we're going to be right back, 2025. Tapping in every Wednesday. 2 p.m. Me, the blackest one, giving you what you need. All NBA, all hoops, all the time, man. Knuckleheads out. Holla at
Straight
y'all.
up, man.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.